Hello, boys and girls, and Pokemon fans alike. Remember me? Oh, yeah. It's me, Jancithe here. Welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough about Pokemon Legends Z-A. I suppose I have some explaining to do. In the last episode, which was now been at least quite a few months ago, we did more grinding. Tried to focus on the main storyline, which was the West step. I'm gonna check this now because I don't know if I did it so already. I don't think I on this, but does it really matter? Actually, no way. I found one thing here, and alright. Okay. I think I now have the plan. But basically, long story short, we've been kind of caught in a rock between a hard place, and the easiest way of me saying it is because we want to do the main storyline part, but we also want to do a side mission. One of the side missions I mentioned, for some reason, requires 20 of these battles to be done. And by that, I mean, oh my gosh, can I actually go to menu? And by that, I mean exactly 20 reward matches. As you saw, we got up to 19 now. Thankfully, because we already went to 15 earlier, which was a big grind in itself. We went up to 19 and maxed our ticket value before the end. Conveniently enough, we were actually able to defeat it in one cycle, so I guess if you know what you're doing, this isn't too bad. It just seems tedious at first, because literally it's all you're doing is just battles. I guess they're cool enough, but like, after a while you start getting the same battles, and it just starts getting really tedious. And that's why suddenly my opinion on this game has changed. It has a great storyline and good combat and other stuff, and is unique for its time, but when you actually go for 100%, there's too much tedious stuff. But anyways, I kind of rock between a hard pace, because one of the side missions requires 20 reward battles. Yet in the other times, another part, which is the main story we actually want to do, I thought was done, only for it to tell us we need another 100,000 hyperspace survey points. Like, I know it's crazy, but Curvo, you've been super mean lately. Between this and all the other money we had to grind, this game has just been a massive grind, and it almost seemed like it never would end, but anyways, as you can see, I'm happy to report that, finally, we've been able to fix that problem, finally, to the point where it's actually worked decently well now. So if you're wondering, I pretty much just did Rogue Mega Battles over and over again off camera. I didn't grind anything else, because obviously you probably want to see me actually catch the Pokemon. We need to make sure we actually complete this too, so we can't just do nothing. Patches of brambles, so we need a fire type. Just catch wild Pokemon, so it could be pretty much anyone. Okay, we're just gonna run around for a bit, like we did before. That teleport is kind of useless. Should probably actually use Lucario in this setup and not anyone else. I had Absol at first because I was grinding him a bit earlier, but now I'm using Lucario instead. Okay, something up there at least. Definitely want to go for that as soon as possible. But yeah, long story short though, the game has pretty much been made of two things. One, battles and constant setups. Two, just non-stop reward matches, or at least so it seemed. And then, on top of that, number three, the other bit, has just been all of these hyperspace zones and missions. I think they were probably more interesting back before we had to get other stuff. I think the only thing to find them interesting for is because, well, they're the only way you to get all the hyperspace Pokemon, so of course you're gonna have to grind them a lot, but Beyond that, once you've gone into these enough times, you do start to notice a similar pattern with some of these, to the point where they just are literally the same, pretty much, every time for a bit. So, I guess the safe way of putting it is it starts to get boring very quickly and very repetitive very quickly to the point where it's just not really that fun anymore. Because once you understand the pattern, it's not really that hard. Okay, good. Let's try one attack. Did not work. Let's try a close combat. Oh, that almost immediately destroyed it. We'll do this the semi-safe way. By semi-safe, I mean just knocking out a few of them first. Seeing if one caught, which it did. If none of them caught, then I would have probably just, probably done something like Aura Sphere, Bullet Punch, and then just tried to keep spamming the ball until it worked. But, okay, we didn't need it. We caught two of them anyway, which is fine. Alright, now we just need to quickly destroy all the balls as well as other items. This particular was quite frustrating, though. Also see another water one. We'll just quickly capture the last one we need. And we no longer have to... So now we will never have to hyperspace survey again for this storyline. We're still gonna obviously do it because that's the only way to get donuts, but you're not gonna see us grind it 24/7 as much anymore. Because I say that because what we're really after at first is gonna be the same stuff as before, but once we do that... Oh, what did I do, dude? I didn't know that. Oh, he just keeps missing. Oh my gosh, idiot Gyarados. Just hit the darn thing, man. How hard is it to hit these? And then there's the other annoying problem where your Pokemon can't seem to ever hit the target they want. It's actually kind of why I started using Mario's, because apparently his move teleports you right to the location of the ball, making it so much more consistent. Okay, we can't... Doesn't look like anything's really up here at all. Now we need to fast travel and run around the edge of the map. Spinning our camera around the wall all the while to try and keep track of where things are. I'm not that concerned with getting the golden ball this time, though. I was mostly after that other Pokemon, which we got already, thankfully. Okay, where in the heck is this frickin' thing at? Looked everywhere, and we still can't find wherever this golden ball is. If there's one thing they need to change about this game is add a map that actually pinpoints exactly where the golden ball, or add a superpower that lets you pinpoint where the golden ball is, because having to wander around for minutes only to not even find it and be forced to leave because your timer run out, or if you have a higher donut timer, be forced to stay for longer because you still can't find it. Only having a hint of, like, the golden ball thing, or the shine effect, isn't great, because you only hear it when you get close. It makes it very obscure, like other obscure titles. Ugh, at this point, it'd probably not be worthwhile to do any other events. Just grab this and, yeah, it'll keep me out automatically. But anyways, yeah. Do you now see why I don't like this part of the game now? I think the main storyline in this game was the best part for me. Seeing that in the combat, it's pretty cool. But actually trying to do that stuff, trying to get everything, yeah, it's been quite a bit for me. And do you see why I wanted to take a break? A Yoshi game was coming out, and I'd much rather play that than any other game. But, of course, I'm still staying true to my word of getting 100%, so... Safe to say, though, you're probably not going to see any online. In fact, I should probably have mentioned this is 100% of all the things you can get without online, because I would have already missed online if I had included that in the 100%. Thankfully, they don't seem to include those Mega Stones in 100%, or in the Pokédex. You don't need them to 100% name. They just add an additional point to your... no. Anyways, you've accumulated enough data for us to learn all we needed. We now have a recipe for a donut that will allow you to find Rays, Quasar, and Hyperspace Luminose. We also have one more thing to give you. Please be us at Hotel Z when we can. And now about that, I've just about had it with you, Corabo, so I am not going to do that. In fact, I'm going to ignore you completely, not because I don't care about you, because I despise you and all the stuff that you've made us do. So we're going to ignore that completely, and instead, we're going to go here, and we're just going to do our reward match now. And once again, even our friend wants us to go over too, but hang on, I need to get my 20th reward match done quickly, which is against Vinny. Ooh, interesting. Okay, this might actually be a special one. I haven't faced Vinny since the start of the game, too. I suppose this is the first time we faced each other at equal footing as participants, huh? I don't remember if we faced him or not. I think we've only faced him in the storyline for the most part, so this is different. Just like before, he has all sorts of different Pokemon that we have to deal with. Oh yeah, we changed the Extra Drill setup a bit, because we needed rock moves for one of the new effects. Probably forgot to change it back as a result of that. At some point, I might either try running one set where Extra Drill has Protect, and another set where he doesn't have Protect. We'll switch. We'll just Mega Evolve and see if this is enough. Show us both what you've learned over your long life, Grandpa. I have complete faith in you. Alright. Actually, I'm gonna take him out the easy way. By easy, I mean we're just gonna use our fairy type, which should be more than enough. And we'll Mega Evolve just for the fun of it. No, we don't always need to Mega Evolve, and it does waste a few frames each time. Seeing the animation, but it's cool, and as you can see, did change up my Garden of Larzbusa a bit too to include an extra fairy move. So we can just spam those two moves if we meet any dragons. Yeah, but if I go home having lost, my daughter will be unhappy with me. So the special battle at 15 was against someone else. And I don't think this was a special battle. I think this was just Vinny. But yeah, 15, you always face your rival. We actually didn't end up showing that off because I was just so tired I completely forgot about it being in the game. That's when you know it's still a my playthrough, when you forget stuff. But anyway, now we should have an unlocking ready. And I think the way you have to do this now is you have to go to the Society Connoisseurs, which is at Hotel Rishme, I believe. Actually, yeah, we're already on it. Greetings, I have been sent to you. Jancithe Rayu. Please guide to the Society of Connoisseurs area. This is all still in the base game, by the way. This is the last thing we get to do in the base game before we're done completely. And now from here, Excadrill's gonna probably destroy everything, because Excadrill is heal type, which is very effective against Jancithe. Why is that important? Well, I'll just show you. You'll probably see what I mean in a minute. I want to have some efficient subs, so instead of just having Drillrun and Ironhead and other subs, we need to actually make this a mixed aggressive Pokemon. The only way to do that is to have at least some buffy move, which, as useless as they seem at first, they're actually pretty useful when you can keep them from battle to battle. Alright. This can be really hard or tricky depending on who you have, by the way. We have a full team of 100, so I think we'll be fine here. My dear Koyoshi, you have my sincerest praise for requesting the infinite Z-A Royale to be held as your reward for reaching rank A. To delight me so much, I decided to hold a tournament of my own. It is called... oh, let me guess. The Super Tournoi de Jancithe... oh. Care to guess what the O stands for? Out of this world? My tournaments are already out of this world, so adding that would be redundant. This is a tournament between only you and me, thus the Super Tournoi de Jancithe O. So, yeah. Like I said, this tournament, the secret of it is, it's actually just a multi-series of battles against Jancithe. We basically just face her multiple times. She wants to get beaten up a lot, because for some reason she is eager to request us that we defeat her 4 times in a row. But how many battles you win, your next opponent will always be me. Furthermore, you will face as many times as you like, whether or not you manage to win the entire tournament. So do you understand now? Well, now I do. Oh, using O would be probably how clever of you. Let us begin. I'm certain you will fully appreciate my brilliance once you experience it. Okay. No point in stopping now. And once you start to know what to do, you'll probably figure out that Jancithe almost always follows a very set route too. So if you're wondering, this tournament does have different buff setups. It actually depends on what part of the game you're in. If you do this early enough in the game, you shall actually be even lower level, and it'll be a free battle. Because we're playing on a somewhat harder difficulty, and also did most of the new storyline, we have to actually worry about the fact that Jancithe actually has more high-leveled Pokemon. I think she'd normally only be up to level 70 here. Instead, she is... Anyways, the reason why I said, oh, it's a similar-ish move, because, well, once you know what to expect, Jancithe is pretty much going to act about the same every time, regardless of what she does. The main thing to watch out for is her 4th and her Clefable, like her 4th and last Pokemon, will always protect your first move. That almost never changes. And when it does, more often than not, they'll protect your 7th move. Most of this battle beyond it is just Ironhead over and over again. And then for the protectors, you want to bait out the protect first. And then you can use Head to hopefully finish them off quickly. You do need to be careful though, because sometimes she'll do other stuff. This is where Lucario comes in. He can clean up what we miss. Probably the trickiest part is, obviously, they do try and find ways to get around your Pokemon by doing all sorts of stuff. So if you use Steel types, you get other stuff that get in your way. No selfie congratulations, Vetri. Allow me to heal your Pokemon. Thankfully, we do get a heal each battle, but beyond that, we have to face her 4 times, basically, over. So yeah, it's kind of crazy. We went, what, more than 90% of the way through the game? Since we're on a different Pokemon, let's make that Pokemon get defeated by Lily so we can get a free switch to Excadrill first. Now, there are a couple Pokemon that don't get defeated right away, so the first couple Pokemon you actually want to use that will move on and not Iron Lung. And then the rest, you could usually just sweep with Iron Head. If you can use Mega Evolution, you probably want to do it after the 4th or 6th Pokemon, because obviously she has a Mega of her own that you're going to want to counter right away. Alright. Beyond that, I say she's predictable, but because like once you fire enough times, you'll, especially this many times in a row, you'll realize that Jancithe will always do the same things every time. So if you know what to do, then you can start being flawless about every time if you follow what I do. Strange, she even has the same defeat line. Allow me to heal your Pokemon. I'll be your opponent for the semi-final match as well. Yeah, it's like like we're gonna get used to this pretty soon, huh? I'm sorry, sure, if you have Excadrill and follow what exactly I do, you should probably be able to beat her pretty much every time. In fact, just based off of the Protect, we probably actually want to Mega Evolve on the 4th Pokemon, ideally, both for extra energy later, and because if we get it by then, we should be able to win. I put Scourge as an alternative option for later, longer battles that might take longer, that allows me to chip away and how faster. This is faster animation, so if we do it that way, it'll be fine. Okay. Mega Evolve for the last part. Keep doing the wrong thing first for some reason here. Of course, if we have Mega Evolution, we can break through our first Protect. I think when it's involved though, then it also Mega Protects as well. And that's one thing to say. This Copil in particular can have some data, so if you don't do what I just did, but if you Mega Evolve, it's a guaranteed one-shot, even on the higher difficulty. Alright. So beyond that, yeah, it's just follow the strategy I do and do it 4 times in a row. You can even heal in the battles itself if you need to, so it's really not that difficult. To think that we got forced into doing 20 matches, only to just have a battle where we basically just exclusively fight Jancithe over and over again. I feel like this is very underwhelming final battle reward for what the game makes you do in response. I have to say, it's not necessarily my least favorite side mission. It's interesting, I'll give it that. It's my least favorite side mission to quote-unquote unlock, because it just takes forever to get to it. That's why it's so annoying. Okay, well, we'll do the same thing last time. Omega Volvier. We should get a bit more points back by using the right move this time. There we go. Didn't even get to Moonblast this time. And this is very consistent. I'm not kidding when I say Z will always protect Move 4 on Pokemon 4 and the last Pokemon. Which is actually why in this last one I use Rock Slide, then use Iron Head, so that my stronger move will go second. That way it won't get hit by Protect and it'll just one-shot her. Anyways, as per usual, the agony of defeat is nothing compared to the joy of witnessing such magnificent might. Now what's really cool is, you can actually do this again. You can fight her as many times as you want here. Congratulations, you are the champion of the Super Tenori de Jancithe. Now to the victor goes the grandest prize of all, which is the right to battle me at any time forever. Yep. So we can just battle her whenever we want if we need money. Congratulations, from the bottom of my heart, I commend your victory. So that's all we get. Well, I guess besides this money and a bunch of luxury balls, which I think you can only farm here. You can otherwise only do the thing using that. I didn't say the thing to be aware of that. I'm just saying that that's just the only way you can farm luxury balls. If you don't get luxury balls for that, then I think it could just be for money then. Who knows? Alright, well. Do you guys see how tedious was it? Me, or did that side quest feel super annoying to unlock? Because, like, we went through all those 20 reward badges battles, and all it was just facing Jancithe a dozen times. It felt more annoying than hard. Oh, wait. Oh, I know what this is. This isn't a side one. We have to go into the sewers to find this side quest. That's extra annoying. Oh, it's not just that. It's a freaking super sign mission. Well, no sense waiting around. Oh, I thought that was a different... I thought that was a completely different Pokemon. But nah. My goodness. Pokemon, leave us alone for a second. But yeah, I get it. We have to go all the way back to the sewers to find something. Oh, I thought he was going to run towards me, and then he didn't. It's weird. Alright. Ooh. Alright. I guess the only good news about what I talked about in this app is there is going to be some variety, I promise you. After this, and this hour grind is done, we'll have every last side mission locked in, and we can focus on one of our grandest goals, which is trying to get every single side mission done for once. And, of course, catching every Pokemon in between all of that. But we'll try to do that as we go. And then the last thing we'll do is probably just going to be grinding hyperspace zones. Child of Pokemon, though a good amount of them will be gotten by just doing the side missions. Alright, well, it sucked to go through all this and then not even catch the Pokemon. So, of course, we're going to delay quite a bit and then actually use this. So, anyways, this is why I got the 5-star Super Mega Donuts. We're gonna pop each one of these one by one. And, Mega Power Conservation one, that's the one we want to use in the final battle, so... the Chew final battle, so we'll get this one instead. This one actually gives us a couple of levels, which is a small but needed advantage, if I were to say so myself. And beyond that, I only saved because I have no idea who's here, and I want to make sure that's Betty. Oh wait, it's different. It's not even that. It's actually... Well, we still needed it, but it was actually just a Pokemon battle. Tell me, what do you seek strength for? For me, only me. I pursue strength in order to protect Gwen and others I hold dear. A fine reason, no? It's true, I still haven't beaten Jancithe, so my way might not be paying off yet. But all the stuff I'm going through now is gonna make me stronger in the end, I know it. Once I Jancithe, I'm pretty sure I'll never lose to anyone else ever again. So I'll keep fighting until that happens. So you do indeed fight for only your sake. Okay. Does that attitude truly befit a Pokemon trainer? Alright. You, come here. I'm gonna use you to sell this squabble. Huh. Oh, so now we get to face the Fish of Justice. Hey, Yoshi's here. Now we can all battle. Let's see who's ready already. Well, I'm ready. Wait, we're gonna fight... Oh, no. I was about to say, are we gonna fight with Bunk and Ivor, or are we gonna actually fight the Fish of Justice? It looks like we are gonna fight the Fish of Justice. Let me prove my way is light, cool Yoshi. Let's beat the Fish of Justice. Strength is power. Strength is justice. Alright. Well, here we go. Both are probably equally dangerous. Who knows? I might just go for... use Excadrill to try and take out their Ghost Leader first. First, we're gonna Swords Dance. Mega Evolve during the animation. So we get more strength out of our Pokemon. And from there, we'll just try to heal up as we need to. Oh. Okay. Handler, Mega Evolve, finish them. So we're using Excadrill to try and get rid of the weakness we have to non-fighting types, and then use our actual Psychic type to defeat Ivor, if you know what I'm saying. But first, let's heal up. Oh, never mind. Still got taken out anyway. Now we have to immediately recover from that, potentially. Or actually, we could just use this instead. We have a clear advantage if we do it that way. To be fair, we didn't actually need Excadrill for the full thing. I was just hoping to use him to take out Handler too. She was faster. The trickiest part is trying to actually like him, so I tried to dodge instead. Didn't work. Time to evolve Phalanx. Justice will win the day. I wonder, do we still have Bounce? I don't think we do anymore. I thought I had Bounce, but I'm not sure. We're just gonna use whatever moves on here first to check what it is. It is bounce. Okay, good. Alright. Alright, well then we've won the battle just like that. Beyond being level 200, these battles are pretty much exactly the same, just very hard to overpower this time, so you have to beat them mostly like you would normally by targeting their weakness. Defeat. How incredibly unjust. Team up with Ivor makes battles twice as tiring, huh? Is what I think. Perhaps there's nothing nobler or better about fighting for others versus yourself. I shouldn't have made it into a matter of morals. Alright. Yeah, maybe, but protecting ours is a noble cause, and I can tell it brings you peace of mind. Your words in our battle have moved me. Please let me offer you the uniform of our JoJo. Oh yeah, I'm sworn to keep on this uniform until I win my way free of Jancithe. Understood, then I shall once again donate the outfit to you, Koyoshi. We received additional outfits for options for Ivor's G set. I heard the True All Bells will even copy Ivor's hairstyle to go with the G set. Huh? I almost wanted to do that, but I already have a different set. Keep. Okay, we can just do this now. Okay, now we can make it look like... Now we can actually make it look like we're him now, which is really cool. We can change this to be purple now. Okay. So now I actually look more like Ivor now, all of a sudden. Oh, we have like strong muscles too. Didn't even realize that until later. Not only did we change outfits, but our muscles got stronger too, it seemed like. Do you know what I mean? Okay, well, I'm glad I did that one first. There are definitely many other outfits to pick. I don't know why, but I just think Ivor fits this character better. The male character does. So, yeah. Beyond that, as you can see, we are done with the very boring part, which was just grinding in this game. Now we get to actually play the game properly, and by that I mean, well, focus more on actually getting all the wild Pokemon from these hyperspace wild zones. And then, of course, doing all the side missions. But I think from here, we're probably gonna mostly be doing side missions. As for other grinding, I'll be doing it off screen, but I do still want to try and optimize it, so in between hours, you'll probably see me, you probably won't see it, but you'll probably see me reloading a lot, doing a bunch of reloading stuff especially, because a lot of the last part of grinding gets really tedious when it's down to just one Pokemon, because you're literally just going to keep refreshing over and over again until you get the exact Pokemon you need. And then on top of that, you may want to save first before you encounter that. Depending on what happens, I might just use a 5-star doing on that if it's so late on, because I don't want to potentially risk missing the Pokemon because I didn't have enough time to capture it. Beyond that, we're almost done with the route. I didn't say we were going to necessarily get everything, but hey, we already got all the colorful screws, which is something. We got most of the items. We didn't get all the TMs, but I'm not actively tracking that, nor do I care. We're mainly after completing the Pokédex and getting all these side missions. As you see, we already got the Luminose Pokédex down. And the Mega Evolution Pokédex at least what we see right now, is down to just only one unknown Pokemon left. That is Mega, that we can get. I believe there's actually a couple more left, but we'll see those when we do side missions. Actually, yeah. And then in normal hyperspace, we have a total of at least a few more Pokemon to discover. Apparently there's like 130 hyperspace Pokemon, but this is the main one we'll be focusing on, so we'll hopefully get that done eventually. But yeah, that's what most of this playthrough is going to be focused on now, is getting those done. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, or good return to farm, I hope. We finished off the tedious reward matches. Hopefully we never have to enter a battle zone ever again, for real this time, because I am just about had it with it. Unless I eat to guide money, I am not doing a battle zone ever again. I'd probably actually rather do something else to grind it. Safe to say, I don't think we need much more for the rest of the game, though. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye.